welcome in once again Jason Spells alongside Nancy Lieberman, David Wesley, and Antonio Daniels. We'll start right here, Nancy. Thoughts on what we saw quarters 2, 3, and 4. And the baseball buzz is building. The Rangers Winter Caravan pulling into Dr. Pepper Ballpark. You see every major program celebrating the accomplishment with some form of jewelry. And guess what? We have that here on the Fort Bend Marshall sideline. Yeah, the NBA expected tomorrow to make a decision about whether or not to continue to play games in front of fans or to potentially postpone their season while we all wait to see what happens with this coronavirus. Out to what's going on right now.
And you know what this is called?
Antonio Daniels, you talked about the energy in this building. Look at it right now.
Yeah, thanks, Josh Hart.
Good evening and welcome into the Smoothie King Center. Beautiful night here in New Orleans as your Pelicans prepare to host the Phoenix Suns. Brandon Ingram, how about the performance he's had so far? 25 per game. The face of the franchise, Jrue Holiday, both looking to limit and stop Devin Booker, who has been on a scoring tear of late. Welcome into the Smoothie King Center. I am Jason Spells alongside the Hall of Famer Nancy Lieberman and Antonio Daniels. This is Pelicans Live, driven by Toyota. Nancy, we'll begin with you. A lot of emphasis on Brandon Ingram. The kid is putting it together night in and night out.
Grows and goes forward.
Taking a look at tonight's matchup, you have two teams, both in the top 10 in scoring. So, defense will be really what comes down to determine who gets this W tonight. The Pelicans, of course, looking to knock off the Suns for that second time. How do you set up that defensive mentality and that mantra against a team like the Suns right now? Because, offensively, they are going to push the pace as well. Oh, the step back, one of the more dangerous plays in the NBA. We know Harden has it. We know Luka has it. But Jrue Holiday's got a nasty step back as well, doesn't it?
And you saw James Harden's big thing is not just a step back, but a sidestep off of 1 foot. That's his thing.
And behind the back, we saw him working on that too.
But you didn't add the walk.
Right, I'm not getting that. It's an unguardable shot.
You know what? We saw in our graphic there that Drew's creating nearly 8 feet of space to get that shot off, virtually not seeing the defense like AD said. So in the issue of arguments, because where are we if we're not a sports show that argues, who has the best step back in the NBA right now? We've seen Harden's. We've seen that for a number of years. So Luka has ascended into that role this season, and Jrue has been the model of consistency, adding new wrinkles to his game. Who has the best step back in the NBA?
You go to a park or you go to a gym, like she just said with kids, everybody's doing it. Harden, step back. Harden, step back. That's what he's known for.
Now that I have both of you up here, how has that move revolutionized the game? Because to your point, 10 years ago, you didn't see kids doing step back. They wanted to be Kobe and attack the rim. Now you see them working to create that space.
Harden's fadeaway is a difficult shot. I played 13 years in the NBA, and I still don't know how to fade away. I still can't do it.
Kobe mastered
Michael
Jordan's
mastered
shot.
But the step back, that's a shot. It doesn't make a difference how slow you are, how fast you are, how athletic you are, how unathletic you are. You can always get that shot off.
Yeah, Jrue Holiday, a great person on the court, obviously, and some of the great stuff he, along with Nancy, are doing in the community here in the Crescent City. Still to come, much more as we count down to the Pels and Suns next. Thank you, Chris. Your thoughts, Greg? You said you've never seen anything like this before.
Got no thoughts, bro. I mean, I think they want to be very cautious to make sure they do the right thing.
Obviously, sickness was one of the storylines we knew coming into this. Word was that a couple of Utah Jazz players were sick, and then after discussing with medical team personnel, they decided to postpone this game. We'll get much more information, obviously, as the night goes on. But we see fans right now filing out of Chesapeake Energy Arena. Still no idea when this Jazz Thunder game will be rescheduled. Yeah, the NBA expected tomorrow to make a decision about whether or not to continue to play games in front of fans or to potentially postpone their season while we all wait to see what happens with this coronavirus. But we do know that the Golden State Warriors will play the rest of this month without fans inside of their brand new Chase Center. I equate it to like practice, right? You're used to practicing without fans, but all the years you've played, could you ever imagine what it would be like to take the court and there's no fans there? Today we learned the NCAA will play their entire March Madness without fans. The Big Ten tournament going on in Indianapolis, Indiana. They had fans today. They will not have fans for the rest of the weekend. The ACC tournament going on in Greensboro, North Carolina had fans today. they will not have fans for the rest of this weekend. Kind of a byproduct of the day and time we currently live in as we continue to fight the coronavirus. Once again, we want to stress that tonight's game between the Thunder and the Jazz was postponed by the NBA. There were a few of the Utah Jazz players who were listed as sick or with an illness on the injury report, but we will still await from the National Basketball Association to their official reason for postponing this game. As always, to get the very latest, stay tuned to Fox Sports Oklahoma and follow us on all social media. We're a month away from the start of spring training and the baseball buzz is building. The Rangers Winter Caravan pulling into Dr. Pepper Ballpark in Frisco, where many of your Texas Rangers players were on hand, meeting with their fans face to face and getting everyone excited for the season to come. What do you make of the decision, some of the moves the team has made in the offseason, and bringing Chirinos back to Texas, back to Arlington?
No, I think they've been really good. But I think, the team's been really aggressive. They're, showing everybody that, having a new stadium next year, they're ready to compete and to go out there and pursue free agents. And really happy so far. I think that, like I said, we're still looking to add a few more pieces to the puzzle to make this team as strong as it can and be ready for next year.
I mean, I think the buzz is awesome. I think all the players, all of us, we embrace it, and everyone's really excited and looking forward to this year. So we're working hard and we're ready to win.
The Road to the Show sign here at Dr. Pepper Ballpark is full of current Texas Rangers who were one-time Frisco Rough Riders. They had a lot of success here in Frisco. They're looking forward to even greater success this summer at Globe Life Field in Arlington.
And down to Jason we go.
I spoke with Hunter before tonight's matchup. He's, of course, down here rehabbing his right groin. He says that last night he really got to test it in his running, and it held up well, so he was pleased with his rehab stint. I know the fellow Rough Riders are pleased to have him in the clubhouse as well, because when a big leaguer comes down, he has a responsibility, if you will. He buys dinner. And so last night, he provided Capital Grille for the Rough Riders team. Bastick, I got a question for you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
What was when you were playing at this level, AAA, AA, what was the best dinner you got? Did you get Capital Grille or was it something else?
Well, we didn't get Capital Grille, but yeah, Outback Steakhouse, Jason, and we loved it. Get the I think they're called bloomin' onions.
Yeah.
And